God hears your cry. In the great wide desert. Today was a day for the biggest party ever. Abraham was throwing a huge feast because his little son Isaac had finally grown big enough to eat real food. There was music, dancing, and the smell of delicious roasted treats filled the air. Abraham's heart was bursting with joy as he looked at his young son. But not everyone was smiling. While the party was going on, Ishmael, Abraham's older son, was watching from the shadows. Instead of cheering for his little brother, Ishmael began to poke fun and mock young Isaac. Sarah, Isaac's mother, saw this happening, and her heart filled with worry and anger. Sarah went straight to Abraham. She didn't want Ishmael to stay in their home anymore. "You must send Hagar and her son Ishmael away," she insisted. Abraham felt very sad and torn. He loved Ishmael too. He didn't know what to do, and his heart felt heavy like a lead stone. That night, God spoke to Abraham in a gentle whisper. "Do not be upset, Abraham," God said. "Listen to Sarah. I promise that I will take care of Ishmael and make him into a great nation because he is your son." Abraham took a deep breath. He trusted God, even when the path ahead looked difficult. Early the next morning, before the sun was even fully up, Abraham called Hagar. He handed her some fresh bread and a heavy skin filled with cool water. He placed them on her shoulder and said a tearful goodbye. Hagar and Ishmael stepped out into the bright morning light, heading toward the desert of Beersheba. The desert was huge, sandy, and very, very hot. Hagar and Ishmael walked for a long time. They walked until their legs were tired and their throats were dry. Finally, the very last drop of water fell from the skin. There was nothing left to drink, and the sun was beating down on them. Ishmael became so weak that he couldn't walk another step. Hagar found a small, scrubby bush and tucked him into the shade to rest. Her heart was breaking because she thought they wouldn't survive. She sat down a little distance away and began to cry out loud. "I cannot watch my son suffer," she sobbed. But guess what? God was listening. Even in the middle of the quiet desert, God heard the boy crying. Suddenly, a bright light appeared. An angel of God called out from heaven. "What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying. Go to him and hold his hand." Then, God did something amazing. He opened Hagar's eyes so she could see something she hadn't noticed before. A well of cool, bubbling water right there in the sand. Hagar ran to the well, filled her water skin to the top, and hurried back to Ishmael to give him a life-saving drink. God stayed with Ishmael as he grew up in the wilderness. He became strong and brave, and he learned how to hunt with a bow and arrow. Kids, remember this. No matter how lonely or desert-like your day feels, God always hears your voice. He is never too far away to help.